Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Trade associations and other enterprises. Trade association is an association of traders or producers engaged in the same line of trade whose major aim is to protect and safeguard the interests of their members as well as their businesses. Aims and objectives of trade associations include to ensure that members provide good quality services, to maintain professional ethics of their line of trade, to ensure that members charge uniform price, to supply members with information about developments in their line of trade, to create uniformity in the way their members deal with people, to promote trade in a particular line of business. They act as pressure groups in order to influence some governmental policies. They assist members who are in need, and they defend and advance the interests of members. Some functions of trade association include to disseminate information to their members, to fix prices for their services or products. They put political pressure on government for the interest of their members. They settle disputes among members. They carry out research and publish the report for their members to use. They draw up standards for the practice of their trade. They educate members on trade activities. They provide credit facilities and assistance to members. Chamber of Commerce. Chamber of Commerce is an association of merchants, manufacturers, and businessmen from different commercial fields or various lines of businesses who agree to come together in a town or city with the aim of representing and protecting their business interest. The functions of Chamber of Commerce include 1. To organize trade fairs and exhibitions. They promote home and foreign trade. They also cooperate with other chambers of commerce in the country and outside the country. They supply all relevant information to members in their areas of interest as well as the latest development in the world of commerce. They help in the settlement of disputes among their members. They act as watchdogs in the administration of government laws, so as to prevent anything injurious to their commercial interest. Chambers of Commerce educate their members on government legislations. They educate members on conditions of trade and industry in a country. Differences between Chamber of Commerce and Trade Association. Chamber of Commerce is not restricted to a particular business or trade, while Trade Association is restricted to members who are engaged in the same line of business or trade. Chamber of Commerce have national and international outlook, while trade associations have regionally based outlook. Manufacturing Association. Manufacturing Association is an association of business executives in a city that have common interest in the manufacturing of goods and other commodities. For example, we have the Manufacturing Association of Nigeria. Functions of Manufacturing Association. It provides for manufacturers the means of formulating and influencing policies on industrial matters. It encourages a high standard of quality of members' products through the collection and circulation of useful information to members. It gives advice on the use of products and on the safety and precaution on the use of the product. It finances research into the development of raw materials and production techniques. It settles disputes among members. The trust. Trust is an amalgamation of different competing firms in different lines of businesses under a single control. A consortium is a group of independent firms formed to work on a particular project which requires large resources and is too complex for a single firm to undertake. A cartel is a monopolistic type of organization established originally by producers of similar products for the main purpose of restricting output of members in order to keep up the price of their product. Holding company. Holding company is a company where one company acquires the whole or large proportion of the issued capital of other companies with the objective of actively controlling such companies. We also have the price rings. Price rings is an association of a number of competing firms who have agreed to operate a common price policy for their competing products. Now we have differences between cartel and trust. In cartel, members will still maintain their independence, while in trust, members lose their independence. In cartel, it is voluntary and members can withdraw, while in trust, it is a complete merger. Trust has vertical structure, while cartel is horizontal in structure. Certificates are issued in trust, while no certificate is issued in cartel. There is no quota system in trust, while in the cartel, producers are given quotas. We also have the syndicate. A syndicate is an association of organizations who work together for a common aim while retaining their independence. Syndicate is voluntary. For example, the underwriters at Lilot work in syndicate. We also have the merger stroke amalgamation. Merger is the combination or coming together of two or more previously independent firms to form one large firm. It is the unification of two or more organizations to form a new one. The old firms will lose their identity in the new organizations, while the new firm can take a new name or adopt a combination of names of the old firm. Merger may arise from the desire to diversify or to buy out a competitor. A merger is defined as an amalgamation of the undertakings, interest in undertakings, or any part of the undertakings of one or more companies. Reasons for merger includes to obtain a large share of the total market, to enjoy economies associated with large-scale production which will reduce unit cost and increase profit, to diversify the activities of the firms into other areas, to increase efficiency of management where the acquired company is poorly managed. Firms may merge in order to check or eliminate competition. They also merge to ensure greater financial stability through internal growth. They also merge to reduce the overhead cost by eliminating duplication of facilities. Firms may merge in order to obtain raw materials from direct source. Disadvantages of merger is 1. It can lead to monopolistic situation. A merger can lead to unemployment as some employees can be laid off. Merger does not encourage specialization in the production processes. Since there is no competition, the quality of the product may be reduced. There are different forms of merger. Merger can be vertical or horizontal. Vertical amalgamation is the coming together of firms at different stages of the production process. It is therefore a method of linking the various stages of production from the raw material stage to the finished product. For example, an amalgamation of firm producing cotton with a textile firm, whereas horizontal amalgamation is the coming together of different firms at the same stage of the production process. It occurs when firms producing similar goods come together at the same stage of production process. This shows the extent to which firms in the same stage of production in an industry come under unified control. For example, merger of two pharmaceutical firms or banks. Some terms frequently used in trade associations includes parent company. This is a holding company which has control over a number of firms known as subsidiaries. It is a company which controls several subsidiary companies. We also have the subsidiary. Subsidiary is a company in which a holding firm has controlling interest by acquiring more than 51% of its shares. It is a company of which another company is a member and has control over the composition of the board of directors or hold more than half of its equity. We have the group. Group is an association of companies that are linked by some degree of common ownership. This is composed of one holding company and several subsidiary companies. Then we have the forward integration as another term frequently used in trade association. This is the coming together of a manufacturing business with a firm that markets its product. This occurs when a firm producing a product joins with a retail firm selling its product. And also we have the backward integration. The backward integration is a form of integration in which a business merges with the firm supplying it with its raw materials.